Right, here is another video of our today's online class, second video. So in this second video, I am going to be showing you guys about our Hangout 5. So our Hangout 5 today, we're gonna discuss about this is about the page. So please turn your book to page 28 together. So in our page 28, it is about our part D and E, also part F as well. Right. So before we getting started with our page 28, I would love you to turn your book to page 26 and page 27 together. So now let's spend some time to listen and also to read about our text once again. Now let's start.
A. Listen and read. The Silk Road.
Where do your favorite things come from? A lot of the items you use every day probably come from another country. This is all thanks to international trade. Goods are made in one country, then flown, shipped, or driven to another country. It hasn't always been so easy to get products from other parts of the world. More than 2,000 years ago, there were no planes or trains. Goods were transported over land by animals, such as camels and horses. Merchants needed safe paths to transport their goods. These paths were called trade routes. The largest of these trade routes was called the Silk Road. The Silk Road was named for the most profitable item that was being traded, silk from China. The Silk Road provided a route between China, Southeast Asia, India, the Middle East, Africa, and Europe. The two largest trading stops on the route were China and Rome. Romans loved Chinese silk for its beautiful designs and soft texture. They traded large amounts of gold for these luxury goods. The Silk Road wasn't only for transporting goods, however. It allowed the countries that it connected to trade ideas, art, technology, and religions too.
Okay, students, after you finish reading your reading, which is in our page 26 and page 27, so now let's get started with our lesson today in our part D. So in our part D, it is about listen and answer the boys' question. So in our part D, you will listen to two children. They are going to talk about the topic that they have, that you already have just read at the moment. Okay, so now let's spend some time to read something on our whiteboard together. 1. A. Goods moving between countries. As we know that goods is referred to products, right? Okay, B. People moving between countries. C. Ideas moving between countries. Number 2. A. It was made of silk. B. Merchants wore silk. C. It was for transporting silk. 3. A. The Romans. B. The Chinese. C. The Americans. Okay, so you will listen to two children that they will discuss about what you have read in our page 26 and page 27. Okay, now let's spend some time to listen our track together. Let's start.
D. Listen and answer the boys' questions.
Hi, Mel. Are you busy?
Not really. I'm just doing some homework.
What's it about?
It's about international trade.
Number 1.
What's international trade? Cool.
I'm reading about the Silk Road right now.
Number 2.
Why was it called the Silk Road? Oh, I know about Chinese silk. It's beautiful.
Number 3.
Who bought the Chinese silk? Oh, was it expensive?
It was, but the Romans loved it.
Okay, everyone. So now this time, let me read you the transcript of the conversation. So now listen. Okay, we have boy and girl. Boy say, "Hi Mel, are you busy?" Girl reply, "Not really. I'm just doing some homework." What's it about? It's about the international trade. What's international trade? It's when goods move between countries. Cool. I'm reading about the Silk Road right now. Why was it called the Silk Road? It was for transporting silk. Oh, I know about Chinese silk. It's beautiful. Who bought the Chinese silk? The Romans. Oh, was it expensive? It was, but the Romans loved it. Okay, everyone, so now it's time to check about our answer. So now we move to our part E. Listen again and take your answers. Okay, so listen to our track 26 carefully in order to get the answer. Okay, now let's start, everyone.
E. Listen again and check your answers.
Hi, Mel. Are you busy?
Not really. I'm just doing some homework.
What's it about?
It's about international trade.
What's international trade?
It's when goods move between countries.
Cool.
I'm reading about the Silk Road right now.
Why was it called the Silk Road?
It was for transporting silk.
Oh, I know about Chinese silk. It's beautiful. Who bought the Chinese silk?
The Romans.
Oh, was it expensive?
It was, but the Romans loved it.
Which one is the correct to our question 1? So it is letter A. Goods moving between countries. As we know that in our page 26 and page 27, the Silk Road, which is our title of our text, right? So actually the goods are moving between countries to one country, from one country to another countries. So this is the way that we call it Silk Road, right? Okay, so now question 2, A, B or C? So C is the correct answer. It was for transporting silk. The reason why we call it as the Silk Road because it was for transporting silk. Okay, so now our question 3, A, B or C? Okay, so our question is about who bought the silk, right? As you notice from our track 26. Okay, so the Romans bought the silk, right? Okay, so we have found our correct answer, A, C, and A. A, goods moving between countries. 2, C, it was for transporting silk. 3, A, the Romans bought the silk. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for spending your time today in our online class. So I hope to see you guys in our next video. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.